simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, simen tov, yehelon.
Friends, just a few words, but I'd like to start with the story about this lady who comes to a rabbi. I don't know if you've heard of her, but she's at a dating age and she doesn't know exactly who to marry. There are two candidates. One is Yankel and the other one is Mendel. So she goes to a rabbi and says, Rabbi, both Yankel and Mendel want to marry me. Who will be the lucky one? The rabbi looks at her and says, Yankel will marry you and Mendel will be the lucky one. But, but friends, I'm reminded of the story because indeed you are so lucky, Cobey, to be not just bar mitzvah today, surrounded by so much love, but mainly because you stem from such a family that represents truly the soul of the Jewish people, every good value under the sun. And that love, that passion, that joy should continue to be infused in you so that you in turn can continue to carry their torch, midor ledor, from generation to generation, and illuminate the entire world with it. I find it no coincidence that your portion, as you so beautifully read right now, is the portion of Naso. Naso in Hebrew means elevate, but it is referring to God's commandment to Moses to count the Levites. Yet he uses the word elevate instead of the word of counting. If you had to tell someone to go count something, would you tell him count or would you tell him elevate? Most of us would use the word count, or in Hebrew, pekod. Why the word Naso, which is the name of your portion? And the answer, I think, speaks to the essence of becoming a bar mitzvah, to the essence of your family, to the essence of what being Jewish means, to the essence of life. Because there are two types of visions in life. There are people that count things because all they see is things. When they see people, they see bodies. They see defined, limited things. But then there is a second type of vision. There are people that see things, but they see so much more than the naked eye sees. They are able to therefore elevate, to see the high power in each and everything, in each and every person that they encounter. That is the vision that you and your family have, Cobey. When you see bodies, you don't see bodies, you see souls. When you see a challenge, as you saw now for your bar mitzvah, you did not see a challenge. You saw an opportunity to come out of this brighter and stronger. When you see darkness, you see light. When you see despair, you see hope. That's the way you are wired. That's the way your DNA is, thanks to your parents and your grandparents and the entire family. And dare I say, thanks to the DNA of the Jewish people for over 2,000 years. Cobey, I'm reminded, and I'll conclude just with that story, a story I shared not too long ago, deeply moved when I read it, about a young girl who walked into a store, a jewelry store in Jerusalem, and she fell in love with this bracelet that she really wanted to get. So she goes to the store owner and says, can I buy this bracelet from you? The store owner looks at her, she's alone, and says, well, who would you want to buy this bracelet for? And she says to the store owner, I want to buy it for my older sister who's just 15 years old. She's the one who takes care of us ever since our parents died. The store owner is so moved and says, well, how much money do you have? She takes out a purse, pours it on the counter. She counts her money, and she had a total of 7 shekels and 32 agurot, which is less than $2.50. The store owner says to her, well, that's exactly how much this bracelet cost, even though this bracelet really costed $3,000. And he wraps the bracelet for her, says to her, here you go, this is my gift to you, for your sister. Please make sure that she knows that we all support her and love her. She runs home, gives this bracelet to her older sister, and her older sister turns red. She says to her sister, I'm so embarrassed. There is no way you could have afforded this bracelet. Did you steal it? Where'd you get it from? No, I didn't steal it. I bought it with the money that I had, the exact sum to buy this bracelet, and the store owner gave it. Where was the store? She shows her the store. The older sister takes the bracelet and runs to the store and says to the store owner, I'm so terribly sorry. I didn't mean for my sister to come and just buy a bracelet just for 7 shekels and 32 agurot when it cost $3,000. The store owner said, no, she paid in full for it. You don't have to worry. How could she pay in full for a bracelet that cost $3,000? And the store owner says, well, she gave me 7 shekels, 32 agurot, and a pure heart. That paid for the bracelet in full. And he went on to explain to this 15-year-old girl, this was the first time I felt what true love is, ever since my wife passed away a few months ago. I don't know if this is a true story. I try to look it up on Snopes.com. But I do think, and there's no mention of it, but I do think that this is a story that represents exactly what Naso stands for, what you, Cobey, stand for, and what your entire family stands for. Indeed, you have 7 shekels, 32 agurot, maybe a little more. But most importantly, you have a pure heart. I saw this heart as you would come ready for each and every bar mitzvah lesson to pour yourself into it, to relate to it with such passion, with such heart, with such determination and conviction. Ready. You don't see that a lot. I'm not saying this to flatter you. I've taught a lot of bar mitzvah boys, and you don't see that a lot. Some are fourth, some barely wake up. God, give me another break. But you were there each and every time, consistently, with that pure heart, with that ability to see just words, but see the holiness in them. See that day of your bar mitzvah, which we did not know how it would look like, yet see an opportunity to connect so many people from so many different places in the world and celebrate that soul. That's who you are. And there I evoke in conclusion the words of your grandfather, a beloved Marty, whose talit and tefillin you are wearing today. I remember that in my last conversation with her, and we played this during the Shiva with Marty, but I remember that he told me that the most important thing indeed, when I asked him what he thought it was, is that universalism, to use his words exactly, of a good heart. No coincidence, my friend, that you have that good heart. Midor ledor. And if you continue to follow it, if you continue to put your good heart into every good thing that you involve yourself with, into every mitzvah, into every value, into every particle of your heritage, into every mission that is divine, no doubt you will reach the greatest heights of the world. The sky is not even the limit. And yes, we'll continue to celebrate you, celebrate your light, that it will illuminate the world. Mazel tov, mazel tov, mazel tov.
Simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, simen tov, yeah, hey,